Welcome back, everybody. I'm Anthony Kane, an SEO strategist here at One SEO. I'm also co-host of Taking Control. I'm joined by Lance Bachman, CEO of One SEO, and also a co-host of Taking Control. Taking Control is our weekly web show here at One SEO, IT and digital marketing, where we cover pretty much all things IT and digital marketing. We cover some of the newer hot topics from the industry, but also we go into break down different educational topics each week. For example, we're going to be whiteboarding out KPIs this week. We're hearing from Scott, our president of IT, again this week. We're also hearing from CJ Bachman, our director of operations here at One SEO. So a lot of good things in store for this week's episode. Thank you for everybody for tuning in last week to the first episode of Taking Control. We thought it was a huge hit. Got a lot of feedback, a lot of comments, which was great. And we definitely looking forward to rolling out this new format even better. We actually just got 2 confirmations for some pretty big guests in the future just today. So we're really excited to start to book up some of this stuff for the show. Jumping into this week, though, last week Lance and I spent maybe 10 or 15 minutes up here and also at the whiteboard really breaking down why rankings don't really matter anymore.
Correct.
And why it's a shame that so many people and so many companies harp on where they rank for specific keywords, when the reality is, like we explained last week, and I won't spend too much time, is that it changes for everybody. It changes based on the searcher. It changes to try to deliver results that make the most sense and for intent for that exact searcher. This week, though, as promised last week, we wanted to kind of go into some KPIs that actually do matter and some KPIs
Absolutely.
that you actually should be looking at, because let's throw away the rankings and let's move forward and look at how are the conversions, whether that's a phone call, whether that's a contact form, whether that's a request a quote button on your site, whatever,
A live chat,
text message, email. It's important to break all those down because they're going to be different for every business. But how are those coming through both on Google My Business, both in Google Analytics, social media? So that's a really important conversion right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, when people talk to me about rankings, and I always say they don't matter, but when you talk about KPIs, what's important to your business is going to be different from every other company, whether you're an e-commerce site or a service-based business. I mean, that's mainly who we represent here, e-commerce, service-based businesses, right? So when you get into that and you think about what is that KPI is, well, it's pretty damn simple for me, right? I mean, if I own a business, which I do, how many leads did I get? Where did those leads come from? What am I paying cost per lead? And what did it turn into me for ROI? I'll go to what's important, because last week a towing company, one of the largest towing companies here in Philadelphia, sat with us, and what was important to him was getting his Facebook likes up. And I was like, what? And he really believed getting his Facebook likes up was the most important, because he's been involved at trying to get them up, and that's what's important to him. I said, I get your Facebook likes all day long, but that's not going to move the needle for getting people to inquire about your auto body shop, towing shop. And you better explain this to people when they tell you what's important to them, because 2 things are going to happen. You're going to yes them to death, and you're going to get their money for a little bit, and then they're going to shit can your ass because they're going to see no results, right?
Right.
So, but a good digital marketer is going to say, what's your goals of your business? What's important to you? And those KPIs are going to get back to you. Well, I want to move my auto body division. I want to move my speed shop division. I want to move my towing division. Well, the only way you're going to do that is with leads, right? For the service-based business, through a phone call, an email, a text message, a chat, somebody that's walking in, someone using Google My Business when they find you online, just getting directions straight to your shop, right? So this is where it really comes down to collecting all that data and filling out the KPIs correctly, and then saying to your client, here they are, this is what it is, and this is what you spent, and this is your ROI. So you can even go further and just match all the information, what you can collect, put it to their information in their CRM or their point of sale system and say, hey, listen, you had 150 leads that contact you. Here's their information. What turned into business? Oh, that much business. This is still in the pipeline. Here's your ROI. So I love this part of it. I do think most businesses don't take the time to go that far in depth, which is just a shame.
Right.
But I do think if you do it correctly, you can